In problem 6a, we are given a supply and demand schedule for the Maine lobster market. And so I just copied the supply and demand schedule to save some time. And we are asked to draw the demand and supply curve. So I'm going to start with price on the vertical axis, quantity on the horizontal axis. This is quantity, this is price. And real quick, let's just look at these schedules and notice that in supply, we notice what we would expect to happen with supply. Notice that as the price on for Maine lobsters increases, so too does the quantity supplied. And on the demand side of things, notice that as the price increases, the quantity demanded decreases. So this conforms to what we would expect regarding the behavior of our suppliers and our demanders or our consumers. And so I'm going to now just come over and label my price and quantity axes. And I'm going to be specific because I'm given specific information. So I'm going to say that this is $5, this is 10, this is 15, this is 20, this is $25. And then I'll come over here on the horizontal axis and let's say we are talking in hundreds. And so what I'll say is this is 1, this is 2, I'll continue, and cut it short a bit. Okay, so let's first graph the supply schedule. So I'm just literally going to plot the points. I have 25,800 and I'm just going to eye it up and say it's somewhere about here. I have 2,700, so this looks like it's pretty much just coming down in a line. 15,600, 10 and 500, $5 and 400 lobsters supplied. So let's see if I can just connect these dots, and this is my supply curve. And then I'll consider my demand schedule and come over and do the same thing. So I have $25, $2, so I have some point at about here. $20, 400, so a point that's about here. And so notice that as the price is reduced by $5, so consumers want to consume 200 more Maine lobsters. They want to take advantage of that price decrease. Then at 15 we have 600, so we're here over that green point. At 10 we have 800. And then at $5, we are at 1,000. And so my demand curve looks something like this based on the points that I'm given. And my equilibrium, obviously now we can see with the picture, is going to be right here. Okay, and you could have seen that also with the supply schedules. Remember that equilibrium is a point where the quantity demanded equals the quantity supplied. And that's in fact exactly what we have here. If we come down to the quantity axis, we see that we are both, because suppliers are supplying and consumers are demanding 600 pounds of lobsters at the price of $15 per, I guess it's per pound of lobster. And that's exactly equilibrium. So it's as if, suppliers of lobster, people who go out and catch lobster, come to the market and say, okay, at $15, I am willing to bring to the market 600 pounds of lobster. And it's as if consumers walked out into the market and said, okay, at the price of $15 per pound of lobster, I am willing to purchase 600 pounds of lobster. And because those two things coincide, our market clears, or we are in equilibrium. And we could have seen this over from the supply schedule. We have at the price of $15, quantity supplied is 600. At the price of $15, quantity demanded was $600.